The new year is here. Like every year, you told yourself that this year is my year. You have a mental idea of what your goals are, you're motivated to smash them and transform them into reality. But be honest with yourself. How many times have you set those great, beautiful goals in the new year and at some point you gave up, you relapsed, got back to the same old habits, and told yourself that next year is going to be my year? This becomes a loop. You start losing confidence in yourself, become resentful, you blame it on external circumstances. I've been there as well. Bro, I don't care what bullshit you tell yourself or what the world tells you. I believe you can achieve your goals if you change the way you perceive things and the process to get there. This video is a step-by-step guide how to get there together. I've been doing this for a while now. We'll go over 3 methods and then plan our goals together. Step 1. Update your beliefs and reprogram your mind. We live with this magic notion that the new year is a reset phase. This gives us motivation and boosts our productivity in the initial stage. But this rush fades quickly. With this mindset, we are initially smashing it, but you will gradually slow down and you'll eventually give up. Don't get me wrong, motivation is very important. It gives you this dopamine rush, this urge to conquer your goals and work for hours and hours. You need this motivation. The idea of the reset phase is good, but part of its notion must be altered. At some point, you will be demotivated because you no longer have that initial energy to work like a madman. The rate of progress declines and you prefer to give up. The second important element is consistency. Bro, you do not build an empire on it, brick by brick, layer by layer. Some days you'll go very fast. Some days things will come in the way and you will have to slow down. Some days you'll relapse, but think strategically and see the bigger picture. Do not give up. That's when self-love comes in. It's okay, you fell down, you relapsed, you get back up. You can't change the past. Instead, think what's the next best thing I can do to make my future self better. Slow down the pace, but keep climbing. The momentum will kick back in and you will go faster again. This process will keep repeating itself, but don't you dare give up on yourself. Not this time. On a short-term basis, it looks like ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. But it's an upward direction. After a while, when you look back to where you started and where you are now, you'll realize how closer to your goals you are. Use the motivation from the reset phase, but not only in the new year. Apply it again and again. Every time you relapse, tell yourself, I take the challenge again, but this time with more experience. And from then on, apply consistency by seeing the bigger picture and loving yourself enough to know what's best for your future. Just knowing what your goals are is not enough. You need to know what kind of a man you need to become to achieve those goals. You need to know what unnecessary things you need to give up to make space to achieve those goals. You need to craft your routine by setting habits. I'm proud of my current physique, and this is due to a set of habits that I set for myself around 7 months ago. I still remember like it was yesterday. I woke up early in the morning, bought some black coffee and put on some rhythmic music. I asked myself, what do I need to change about myself so that I become that version of myself that can achieve this healthy and aesthetic physique? Back then, I was eating out a lot and I often went out for drinks. Sometimes I didn't really even feel like drinking, but I did not know how to say no. Also, I was not as consistent in the gym because I relied on my mood. First realistic habit, I started cooking healthy food and eat out only occasionally. At some point I was indifferent between eating my homemade food and seeing my colleagues buying junk food because I trained myself by doing this habit over and over again. I even felt more energetic to pursue my mission. Second realistic habit, I still drink occasionally and I do have the craziest nights. But to become that version of myself that succeeds, I decreased the frequency I'm out drinking and I learned to love myself enough to say no. I do not feel like I missed out on anything because I conditioned my mind by doing this habit over and over again. Third realistic habit. I no longer train only when I feel like it. Doesn't matter if I'm sad, lonely, lazy. I have a target. I need to go to the gym at least 4 times a week. Even if my brain plays tricks by telling me that it's going to be a bad workout and I need to chill, doesn't matter. I have a target. I will still go to the gym. After a while, I don't need to push myself to go to the gym anymore. I love it. It becomes normal for me to train irrespective of my emotion. Actually, after training, I feel so much better mentally and physically. I'm more focused, my mind is clear, I can think rationally, and I know it sounds pretentious, but my muscles are so pumped after the workout that I feel like a fucking king that just went to war. The way my body and brain reacts changed because I conditioned my mind by doing this habit over and over again. Step 3. Imagine that there's a dance party coming up in 4 months. There's this gorgeous girl that you're really attracted to that will go there. And you want to ask her out there. You have 3 paths. Path 1. Nah, this girl is out of my league. I give up. You pretend you're not interested in front of others, even when deep down you know you would much rather be with her. Pussy. Path 2. You think about this constantly every day. You get anxious and you spend your time overthinking. Is there too much competition? What should I do? What should I wear? What should I say? What will other people think? When the day finally comes, you get so terrified that you do nothing. Part 3. You know your goal and you're confident that you'll get it if it's meant for you. You believe in hard work and you know that this is your chance to level up. You know your flaws, but you're willing to work on them. You start going to the gym and getting a better physique. You work on your communication skills. You learn a bit about fashion, groom yourself. Have a fresh haircut for the party. If she says yes, perfect. If she says no, it's still better than option 1 and 2. Even the others will envy you because even if they don't say it out loud, they know that they don't have the confidence to do what you just did. You earned their respect. When you compare yourself to who you are now to 4 months ago, you'll realize that you learned a lot of new skills which will definitely help you in the future and make you more prepared for a better opportunity. If your goal is too complicated and bulky, you might give up more quickly. Break it down into smaller chunks. Find out different parts you need to work on to get to a final destination. Once you know the different aspects that you need to practice, do not waste time overthinking and lying to yourself that you're waiting for the perfect opportunity. The perfect opportunity is now. Start doing the work to achieve your goals now. You will learn by making mistakes and this will help you find better ways to get to that goal. But if you never start, you will never get that opportunity to level up. This is a mistake I made. I wanted to start this channel since the start of COVID. I felt that this might be my purpose and I was so excited to change the life of others. I made a few videos in Instagram and I got a lot of good feedback, but I made the task appear so complicated. Which platform should I use? Should I work on my communication skills first? Do I need to wait until I'm more successful before starting? What if it does not work out? What if I do not like it and I wasted my time? What if I'm not ready for it? I kept waiting for the perfect time for years. If I could advise myself back then, I would have told myself that the only way to answer those questions was simply to start. Try different things, see what works, see what I like, make mistakes from it, adapt and improve. I will now briefly reveal my secret current plan. I do not want to complicate it. It's just to give you a sense of direction and help you write down your own. Do not just watch the video, else it's useless, bro. Use the three methods I mentioned above and pause the video as I go through my own goals. Take a piece of paper and set down your own goals. I broke it down into four main components: aesthetic and health, side hustle, hobby, work, mental health, and personality. I will go through each one of them, and every time I finish one, pause the video, write down your goals and how you intend to get there. Do not overcomplicate it. Start small and increase the pace as you achieve more and get more and more familiar with it. In the aesthetic and health-wise section, I will now focus on shredding and getting abs while maintaining my muscle mass in the meantime. To achieve this, I intend to go to the gym at least 3 times a week, more cardio, cutting down on carbs and sugary food, and intermittent fasting. I give myself 4 months to achieve this goal. I'll reassess the plan every month, increase or decrease the intensity depending on how close I am to a time limit and how close I am to reaching the goal. What fitness objectives or health improvements do you want to implement? In the side hustle section, the goal is to find my purpose and a potential side income. For the next 6 months, I'm intending to work on this channel and post one video every week unless there's an unexpected reason why I can't do so. I will then reassess if this is actually my purpose or not, and if it really makes a change in people's lives. As a side income, I always wanted to try commercial modeling. It's mainly posing for clothing industries or fitness. I have already made my portfolio and will now start applying to agencies. After 4 months, I will reassess if I actually like it and it fits my schedule, or I want to move to another project. I'm usually someone who's quite optimistic, confident, and I'm very excited to try new opportunities and challenges. My mind is very active, and in the past I have tried too many things at once. If you're like that as well, it might be better to take only a few projects at once. In this way, you can focus on this, give it all your energy, and then if you feel it's not for you, move on to the next. Or once you master it, you can add a new one to it. If you do not want a side hustle right now, you can also opt for a new hobby that you think you might enjoy, and maybe in the future you can monetize it. Let's look at the work component. I'm working as a full-time actuarial consultant. Since I'm quite new to the business, my goal is to perfectionate my skills, find out which parts I'm the best at and I enjoy the most. I'm planning to be more proactive and try more opportunities as they come along. I also need to complete some actual exam papers to become a fully qualified actuary. So I'll be devoting a big chunk of my time studying after work. What are your projects for work, or are there any skills that you want to work on? I might be biased, but I think that the mental health and personality component is the most important, since it will set the basis on how well you perform on the other components. This year, I want to put more emphasis on understanding who I am and becoming closer and closer to the best version of myself. I also want to be a more disciplined and fearless person. The plan is to wake up on weekdays at 5 a.m. and meditate first thing in the morning. After 1 month, I will reassess whether it's too early for me. I'm intending to spend a lot of time getting exposed to self-development books, podcasts, learning about the human psychology, developing my interpersonal skills, get out of my comfort zone, and try new things to level up. What are your goals on that component? The good thing is that I spend a lot of time reading and experimenting with things for my own personal growth. I have always been fascinated by this. I'm sharing this knowledge to you in the simplest way possible. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future upload. But I'll be honest with you, bro. If you're just watching my videos and you go back to the same bad habits right after that, nothing is going to change. Every time, pause the video, note down what's relevant to you and apply those lessons to improve your own life and your surroundings. No more procrastination. Do the work to get the result. One way to achieve your goals is to stay accountable. Be confident and say out loud what your goals are for this year. Write it down in the comment section. I would love to know what they are. You can also tell it to a friend. This way, you will feel more committed to try your best to achieve your goals. Let's manifest our dreams into reality this year. Join me to see life with a different perspective.